The following is an MSNBC special presentation.
The campus of Cleveland State University, 85 acres in downtown Cleveland devoted to higher education. CSU was established in 1964, but its roots extend to the 19th century, back when Ohio started earning its reputation as the home of presidents. 8 of our presidents have come from Ohio, more than any other state. 1 week from now, the Ohio primary will help decide this year's Democratic nominee. It has been a long road. Exactly 10 months ago tonight, 8 Democrats gathered in South Carolina for the very first debate of Decision 2008.
Well, I think that what Barack said is right.
Hillary mentioned earlier, this is going to be a change election.
Now it's down to 2. Tonight, Senator Barack Obama and Senator Hillary Clinton face to face in what could be their most important debate yet.
From NBC News, in partnership with Cleveland State University and WKYC Cleveland. This is a Decision 2008 special, the Democratic Presidential Candidates Debate. From the Wallstein Center at Cleveland State University in Cleveland, Ohio, here is Brian Williams.
Good evening and welcome to the campus of Cleveland State University for tonight's Democratic debate. We want to welcome all the people who are here. For our 2 guests here tonight, Senator Obama and Senator Clinton. This is their last scheduled debate, their last scheduled meeting before next week's primaries here in Ohio, in Texas, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Before we begin here tonight, there are a few people we would like to thank, both on our own behalf and on behalf of the candidates themselves. I'd like to say a quick thank you to all the men and women here on the campus of Cleveland State University, and of course to all those at our NBC station here in Cleveland, WKYC TV, for all of their efforts in making this evening possible and this broadcast go well. Now, a quick review of the rules tonight. There really aren't any, to tell you the truth, but we are trying to cover a lot of topics and a lot of ground here tonight, and so we're going to try to enforce some sensible time rules, though there are no flashing lights on stage, as has been the case in the past. As I say, we're going to try to enforce some reasonable time limits on answers. Joining me in the questioning, as always, my partner in all of our debates, the Washington Bureau Chief for NBC News and the moderator of Meet the Press, Tim Russert. Tim, thanks for being here. Thanks to our candidates for being here on a snowy night in the great city of Cleveland, Ohio. A lot has been said since we last gathered in this forum, certainly since in the few days since you two last debated. Senator Clinton, in your comments especially, the difference has been striking, and let's begin by taking a look.
You know, no matter what happens in this contest, and I am honored to be here with Barack Obama. I am absolutely honored. And so shame on you, Barack Obama. It is time you ran a campaign consistent with your messages in public. That's what I expect from you. Meet me in Ohio. Let's have a debate about your tactics.
Senator Clinton, we're here in Ohio. Senator Obama is here. This is the debate. You would agree the difference in tone over just those 48 hours was striking.
Well, this is a contested campaign. And as I have said many times, I have a great deal of respect for Senator Obama, but we have differences. And in the last several days, some of those differences in tactics and the choices that Senator Obama's campaign has made regarding flyers and mailers and other information that has been put out about my health care plan and my position on NAFTA have been very disturbing to me. And therefore, I think it's important that you stand up for yourself and you point out these differences so that voters can have the information they need to make a decision. You know, for example, it's been unfortunate that Senator Obama has consistently said that I would force people to have health care whether they could afford it or not. You know, health care reform and achieving universal health care is a passion of mine. It is something I believe in with all my heart. And every day that I'm campaigning, and certainly here throughout Ohio, I've met so many families, happened again this morning in Lorraine, who are just devastated because they don't get the health care they deserve to have. And unfortunately, it's a debate we should have that is accurate and is based in facts about my plan and Senator Obama's plan, because my plan will cover everyone and it will be affordable. And on many occasions, independent experts have concluded exactly that. And Senator Obama's plan does not cover everyone. It would leave, give or take, 15 million people out. So we should have a good debate that uses accurate information, not false, misleading, and discredited information, especially on something as important as whether or not we will achieve quality, affordable health care for everyone. That's my goal. That's what I'm fighting for, and I'm going to stand up for that.
On the topic of accurate information, to that end, one of the things that has happened over the past 36 hours, a photo went out on the website, the Drudge Report, showing Senator Obama in the native garb of a nation he was visiting, as you have done in a host country on a trip overseas. Matt Drudge on his website said it came from a source inside the Clinton campaign. Can you say unequivocally here tonight it did not?
Well, so far as I know, it did not. And I certainly know nothing about it and have made clear that that's not the kind of behavior that I condone or expect from the people working in my campaign. But we have no evidence where it came from. So I think that it's clear what I would do if it were someone in my campaign, as I have in the past, asking people to leave my campaign if they do things that I disagree with.
Senator Obama, your response.
Well, first of all, I take Senator Clinton at her word that she knew nothing about the photo, so I think that's something that we can set aside. I do want to focus on the issue of health care, because Senator Clinton has suggested that the flyer that we put out, the mailing that we put out, was inaccurate. Now, keep in mind that I have consistently said that Senator Clinton's got a good health care plan. I think I have a good health care plan. I think mine is better. But I've said that 95% of our health care plan is similar. I have endured, over the course of this campaign, repeated negative mail from Senator Clinton in Iowa, in Nevada, and other places, suggesting that I want to leave 15 million people out. According to Senator Clinton, that is accurate. I dispute it, and I think it is inaccurate. On the other hand, I don't fault Senator Clinton for wanting to point out what she thinks is an advantage to her plan. The reason she thinks that there are more people covered under her plan than mine is because of a mandate. That is not a mandate for the government to provide coverage to everybody. It is a mandate that every individual purchase health care. And the mailing that we put out accurately indicates that the main difference between Senator Clinton's plan and mine is the fact that she would force, in some fashion, individuals to purchase health care. If it was not affordable, she would still presumably force them to have it unless there is a hardship exemption, as they've done in Massachusetts, which leaves 20% of the uninsured out. And if that's the case, then, in fact, her claim that she covers everybody is not accurate. Now, Senator Clinton has not indicated how she would enforce this mandate. She hasn't indicated what level of subsidy she would provide to assure that it was, in fact, affordable. And so it is entirely legitimate for us to point out these differences. But I think it's very important to understand the context of this, and that is that Senator Clinton has, her campaign at least, has constantly sent out negative attacks on us, email, robocalls, flyers, television ads, radio calls. And, you know, we haven't whined about it because I understand that's the nature of these campaigns. But to suggest somehow that our mailing is somehow different from the kinds of approaches that Senator Clinton has taken throughout this campaign, I think, is simply not accurate.
And Senator Clinton, on this subject...
I have to respond to that because this is not just any issue, and certainly we've had a vigorous back and forth on both sides of our campaign. But this is an issue that goes to the heart of whether or not this country will finally do what is right, and that is to provide quality, affordable health care to every single person. Senator Obama has a mandate in his plan. It's a mandate on parents to provide health insurance for their children. That's about 150 million people who would be required to do that. The difference between Senator Obama and myself is that